welcome to Tasmania, Ray. You had a night last night with the Chief, Brendan Gale, out at the St Helens or East Coast Swans Football Club. How was that?
It was a great night, full house. The party pies were unbelievable. Winding the clock back, community football, party pies on point. Brendan was unreal. I love listening to Brendan speak. How blessed are you as a state to have him helping build and establish and really garner and connect all of this history that's so rich with Tasmania with entering the AFL. It was pretty exciting, and it was great listening to his insights, but it was really lovely to meet all the key community people who are here again today.
Absolutely. So last night, what did you regale and share amongst the 200 plus people that had come down to see you and also Brendan?
I spent most of my time reliving my favourite times playing footy, which was for the mighty Tuggeranong Lions, which was a club from the ACT. I played 250 games for them. Not many good ones, but I loved it. And in that region, we had guys like Justin Blumfield and Craig Bolton, Aaron Hamill. Like that was those guys. That's where we were from. And I talked mainly about that experience in community sport and having an identity and a purpose and a extended family who looked out for you, kept you on the straight and narrow. You succeeded together, you lost together, and how important that is for community and for young men and boys and girls. That's the greatest thing about this code now is it's a code for everyone, and we mainly told stories about that.
Fantastic. Now today, your role is not only on the field, but also with regards to off the field, so getting amongst the spectators and the club and so forth throughout the course of today's proceedings. We're hopefully going to have you mic'd up. How have you prepared? I hear this morning you were out in the town doing a little bit of a warm-up.
Yeah, I went around and I had an unbelievable... I've got to say this. Got a coffee for $4.50. You could have knocked me over. I went, how good's this? I've got to move over here. We had some breakfast and there was a market. And we went down and had a chat with a couple of people and caught up with lots of people who are here today, but also people who are super excited about the AFL more broadly and having a team here in Tassie.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Obviously, Chief's in charge of that and the direction, along with Grant O'Brien. We're very fortunate to have both those two figureheads leading the way for the Devils in season 2028. So only a couple of years away. We're looking forward to that. Your perspective with regards to what you think you're going to be seeing out here at Pyengana today between the Swans representing the Fingal Football Club and the Evandale Eagles? Yeah,
I think come with a curious mind, an open mind. I've got to say, you roll in here and it's not quite coming over Punt Road Hill to the MCG, but it is spectacular. Yeah. I was just mind-blowing. The cows, the rivers, all the fields. It's a beautiful part of the world. I've never been here before. I will be back. I actually messaged the missus and said, hey, we've got to book in a week and come up this way. It's unbelievable. So, this has been a privilege so far. Hopefully I can waddle around for 2 hours and not tear anything and have a little bit of fun.
Well, before we head off, we'll pull it into the dairy and we'll go and see the pig in the paddock and we'll give her a beer at the pub and quite literally just down the road before we head back to the airport this afternoon. I wanted to ask, you're now retired from senior AFL men's football.
Yes.
Are you still involved with the AFLW? And then what are you doing outside of that?
Yeah, AFLW, I'm not sure about this season. That'll be up to the AFL and how they utilise that competition. So the last thing you ever want to do is be in the road of a young person who's on a tear. I've had my time, but if there's a need or a want, then by all means I'll be involved. I love the comp. The players are unbelievable. They're so welcoming and supportive. I really appreciate that opportunity. And then I come around and do a few of these things, but more broadly, just being a dad. That's super important, and building out my business at home, which is a mortgage broking business that I've had for 20 years. So that's keeping me super busy.
Are you still in the media? Are you still involved with ABC Radio?
I love ABC Radio. In fact, they were good enough to let me come down today. I'm meant to be doing today's game, and they've flipped me into tomorrow. And they said, no, go down and do that. They're super supportive. And really awesome team on Saturdays. Corbin and Ben and Adam Ramanauskas and Luke Ball. Our catchphrase at the start is defend yourself at all times. So it's good fun. And then I do a little bit of stuff once a week with Gary and Jared on Fox, which are on AFL 360. So it keeps me having to think and be relevant and try and advocate and educate for what umpiring is.
Fantastic. Well, don't break a leg. Defend yourself at all times. Wish you all the best out on the field here at Pyengana.
No, great. Stoked to be here and thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks, Ray.
You're going to be kind to me. Same haircut. Play on.
Stoltenberg gets the ball away from Razor Ray's ball up.
Axton
Play on.
hits up his
Play
teammate.
on.
Loon's kick doesn't hit the target. Getting back there was Harrison. Gives it off to Stoltenberg. Dominant big man in the first half. Out to the captain.
Play
Goes
on.
long. Oh, good mark. Plays on.
Me.
Strong. Riley. His kick though.
Go through.
And Weldon was saying he got pushed in the back.
Where's the mark, mate? Where's the mark?
A little bit of a rush of blood
Foot
there,
on the line,
Darren,
please. Foot on the line.
by young Riley.
Terrific. Thank you.
check in.
Again. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, well done, mate. Thanks for today. Hey, good job. Done, yeah? You happy
And
with
that's
that?
Ray Chamberlain,
So I'll tell you
ladies
what,
and
good
gentlemen.
slinging. Pushka.
There
I just want to make a special mention, we've already talked about, to Mike Simmons. Well done, Mike. Thanks for that. 700 games is ridiculous. And I think Razor might have a word, hopefully. And we'll see what he thinks about the game. What do you reckon, mate?
No, I just want to say thank you very much for everybody who's been up and turned up today, in particular the spirit of today's game. Despite the fact that it got a little bit lopsided on the board, you guys kept competing and the manner in which you played was really cool. So thanks very much for accepting me here today. I loved it. It was great fun and well done. I still cheer for the guys in green. So, yeah, the umps.
Thanks, Razor. Awesome. All right, I think we must have a raffle to draw.